YouTube, my fellow YouTube. Never forget who you are. There's gonna be things that happen, things that are said, and things that are done that question who you are, but never forget who you are. We got a lot of things going on in social media, in the media, that are questioning who we are. And a part of the biggest problem and biggest problems that we're seeing is with individuals that are starting to see exactly who they are and where they come from. We're seeing certain examples such as Kyrie Irving, Kanye West, you know, and I also have my battles within. And it's all matrixly designed to question and challenge and determine if you really truly know who you are. Right? That was the whole objective of the Matrix. Everything goes back to the Matrix. Everything goes back to Neo. Everything goes back to the One. At the end of the day, you are who you are. And nothing outside of you, nothing outside of you can determine up anything else. Nothing else can certify, solidify, you know, anything else outside of yourself. Nobody or nothing else can validate you but you. That's what we got to understand. See, the truth is that they cannot stop us on the God level. They can't stop us from upstairs. That's why they want to keep us downstairs. They want to keep us blind. They want to keep us low. They want to keep us dumb. They want to keep us confused, scared. They want to keep us, you know, arrogant. They want to keep us boldful. They want all these different elements and all these different traits that are used to misguide and mislead you or mislead self, and to try to lure self away from self. But you got to be able to identify that for what it is and for what it's not. It's like, honestly, I had to sit up and think about for the past, you know, couple days, maybe even weeks now, you know, as I, you know, try to allocate energy into trying to, you know, figure something out and solve a problem. And one of my most recent problems has been, you know, dealing with these, you know, this social media. When I'm thinking like, I go back into the history of what I do who I am, what I represent, since day one to the public. And I can't identify anything that anybody would have any reason or rightful justification to try, or moral justification to try to, block, suppress, or ban anything I do in relation to my message. But then, now that I think about it, I would represent the perfect reason and the perfect person for the oppressors to try to oppress. It makes sense. Which is why the very beginning of my, I guess, for the lack of better words, career on social media, such as YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and stuff like that, I've always known I need to have my own platform. Because I understand the minds of the powers that be that control the technological versions of the human audience. So the funny thing that I see that relates to a lot of individuals that are having these type of issues is that they're put in a place where they're subject to have to fall back on what they stand on, what they believe in, what they love, and everything like that. and they honestly expect an apology. They expect for you to apologize for who you are. They expect you to apologize for where you're from. They expect you to apologize for what you represent. Everything, right? And you can't even do it in a generous, honorable, indirect way. You have to specifically say the words, "I'm sorry," or "I apologize." So what is the real reason why both of my fucking Instagram accounts have been removed, have been banned? Like all of them, both of them. Over 100,000 followers just gone. What is the real reason? Like, what is the real reason why my Facebook is compromised? As if Neo never existed. So then I thought about it some more. And I'm like, because I'm looking at the examples and I'm like, maybe I need to, because this is what they do. They take the most popular representations of us and they use these people as an example or as an opportunity to set an example, right? So you and the whole world can see is this is what happened when you speak out. This is what happens when you stand on your own principles, when you stand on your own beliefs. This is what's gonna happen to you. We're gonna take this, and that, right? We're gonna take this from you, which is all the things technically that are benefits of the oppressor's possessions that they allow us to possess, as long as we're entertaining the things that they would prefer us to entertain. Because we don't own or control any of these things. We don't own or control any or not enough of the sports arenas, the radio outlets, the social media platforms. And you want to know why that is? Because we get so caught into the matrix of being somebody on such a artificial level, where you got people that have all these fucking followers. You got people that got millions of followers, millions on top of dollars. Millions. But did not sit back and think for 1 second. Why don't I create my own? Why don't I build? Why don't I use the influence that I built up under the slave master's wing and plantation to create and build my own? And if we talking about things like radio, we want to be the biggest and baddest radio hosts. We're the biggest and bad. We're the biggest names, right? We're the biggest names. But those same biggest names cannot even use the name that they built on that particular platform or station to create their own shit, which is why most radio hosts are primarily broke. And you would think, well, they're the voice of the street. How come they just can't, create their own? Because contractually they can't, because contractually and legally they don't even own the name that has been built upon the name. You can't take nothing and do shit with something that you don't own and control. But at the same time, an individual of power and influence that actually has power and influence to properly influence would still have to be on a certain page and vibration to even think about the certain things that need to be done to even be on that level, right? If we talk about radio, B, it's not about just being the most popular host at the most popular station. No, dum-dum. We have to dig deeper than that. It's not even about owning your own station. That's a level up. But it's deeper than that. We got to think about what the fuck is radio? What is radio? If you really think about what the fuck is radio, you would think like, we have to start tapping into the fucking frequency, right? So we have like, like here, Chicago, we have one of the most popular hip-hop R&B stations are what? Power 92, right? You have, we have, I don't even remember the goddamn stations, but Power 92 is one of them, right? So, we know the name, Power 92, right? But we're not understanding what the 92.3 means. The 92.3 is a representation, is a numerical representation of the fucking frequency that you are on. So take things back before all the little flashy ass gadgets and technology. What is actually going on? How are we able to even receive information from a radio station? If we're not thinking frequency, okay, what is the frequency tied to? How is the frequency generated? Right? How is the frequency monitored? How is the frequency controlled? And how is the frequency managed? And how do the signals work of this frequency? So that's when we start digging deeper into satellite technology. The satellite. Oh, satellite. So all I'm saying is this. I have yet to see damn near anybody of influence really impress me with their influence. When I see one of you popularize slaves, start building your own satellites, then you could talk to me. Then I feel like you own something. Then once you establish a satellite and manage to create and tap into your own frequency in which your followers, listeners can follow and listen, then you talking about something. As of right now, nobody's doing shit with the money they got and the influence they have. You're not doing absolutely nothing. You're not doing fucking nothing, which is why when you get out of line, that's why Poppy can put your ass in line every fucking time. You're not doing shit. You are fucking nobody. If you got a million followers, 20 million followers, I've seen people have 50 million followers. You are still a fucking nobody because you ain't doing shit with the influence you have. Except flooding your pockets with a whole bunch of representations of debt. You are still a weak fucking slave. You are a high earning slave. You are a fucking high earning slave. You are fucking nobody. Which is why that you must be submissive and apologize when they tell you to. So now that I have the opportunity right now, since now I'm on YouTube and they've already demonetized my account 12 years ago or so, right? I've never been able to make any money on YouTube, right? This is one of the only platforms I have. I want to take the opportunity to apologize for absolutely nothing. I want to take this moment to apologize for absolutely nothing. And now, since y'all want to play, we gonna play the game like it's supposed to be. We're gonna play all the way dirty now. Cause when I get back on your little bullshit ass platform, IG, Instagram, Facebook, now, see, I was being nice. I wasn't even, I was speaking in a lot of metaphors and codes and shit. For people that get it, they get it. Now I'm finna talk all my shit now. And you can go ahead and burn the account up, because I'm gonna create another one, and another one, and another one, and another one, and another one. Infinity. Because at the end of the day, you peon slave masters cannot control the gods.